Time for another look at weather.
Well, let's find out more from Cedric Haynes. You're talking about big changes in the temperature, just range through the day and night.
That's right, Cindy. We've got those ranges that are happening right now. The temperature is dropping down into the 60s, even some 50s headed our way tonight. So that dry air, it cools off quickly at night, but it heats up quickly during the day. 87 degrees, that was the high temperature after a morning low of 62 in Chattanooga. So you can see the normal low is about 58, so we were fairly close to that, but the normal high is only about 80. We were way above that, but not quite at the record level, which was 93, and that was set back years ago. But as we look at the reports from our sky watchers, Cindy in Riceville called in with 88 degrees today. Sandra in Athens had 85, 83 degrees in 10 Mile, 84 in Spring City today. David in Rossville had 85 degrees, 88 from Lois and Jasper. Billy in Dunlap had 88 degrees as well. We had 87 degrees here at Local 3, but Jeremy in Mount Eagle had 73. Gwen on Lookout Mountain called in with 81. She said that's probably one of the warmest temperatures she's seen so far this season. And you can see 89 from Dawn in Trenton and 89 from Ben in Somerville as well. Now, we've got the heat because we've got such dry conditions in place. In fact, we've been very dry lately. In the month of May, we're already running a deficit of over an inch of rainfall. For the spring season so far, we're running a deficit of over 2 inches of rainfall there. And we had a big surplus to begin the year with all that heavier rainfall, but now that's continuing to drop, and it's now down to below 2 inches of a surplus, and it continues to drop. In fact, as we look at the latest drought monitor, this is issued once every week, so every Thursday morning we get a new update, and you can see the update this week has had this dry area, the abnormally dry area, expand to cover most of southeast Tennessee now and also portions of northeast Alabama. This will likely continue to expand because I don't see any big rainmakers heading our way anytime soon. Now, so look at the current setup here locally. You can see we had a couple of sprinkles over the Blue Ridge, drifting back over towards portions of Murray County. This is the beginnings of some moisture trying to sneak into the area, but it's coming from the east, not the west. So off to the west, you can see the moisture not very prevalent, but notice off to the southeast coast, you see this swirl here? That's a cutoff low pressure. We call it a cutoff low pressure because it's separated from the main portions of the jet stream. The main storm track, here it is, you can see close to the Canadian border. So you see all these red L's, those are all big storm systems. They're traveling well to our north, close to Canada. That's why we're not seeing a lot of rain locally, and we need something to shift that storm track, and this cutoff low pressure, again, drifting to the west is going to help try to bring in some of this moisture. Now, it doesn't look like a lot of moisture, but you can see from the water vapor that measures the atmospheric moisture in the atmosphere there. You can see overall in the brown or orange shaded area, that's dry air. And the areas here in gray and green, that's moist air. So you can see the moist air beginning to shift into the area and push out the dry air. So that's why we think this low pressure will start giving us a chance of afternoon pop-up showers and storms beginning on your Friday. And we'll see this pattern persist into your Saturday, and same thing on your Sunday. Again, not a washout by any means, but we'll have off and on rain chances, about 20 to 30% all the way through the weekend into the beginning of next week. So cross your fingers you get lucky to see some. But again, these totals not going to add up to much, but you may see a downpour or two in your backyard. As far as tomorrow goes, warming temperatures with a mix of sun and clouds. Again, notice that isolated rain chance by late in the afternoon with those highs back into the low to mid 80s. Your Storm Alert 7-day forecast, we'll see that pattern persist through the weekend heading into next week. But notice when we start to drop off those isolated rain chances, those temperatures really skyrocket, and we could be talking about lower 90s likely by the end of next week.